The Mel Carmine Show begins in just 1 minute. Support the movement. Visit QFS1776.com for exclusive one-of-a-kind merch that makes a powerful statement. Protect your wealth. Cash is trash. Go to carminesgold.com and secure real assets, silver, gold, delivered anywhere in the U.S. Text Mel at 786-704-8817. Looking to acquire XRP? Minimum is $10,000 investment, and there is no limit, even up to $100 million worth. Again, text Mel with full details at 786-704-8817 and allow up to 24 hours for a response. And yes, text the same number to establish your religious irrevocable trust. Protect everything you built. You own nothing, but you control everything. And if by chance you're visiting Cape Canaveral or you are a local, visit stayingalive.com, alive with 2 E's, and recharge your body at the cellular level. The show with your host, Mel Carmine, starts right now. Hey guys, real quick, I got a lady, Darlene, they're just calling me. She's on the line with us right now, and I'm doing this because I don't want anybody to get hurt. I want to kill all these scammers. I want to kill them personally myself with my own bare hands to get the full satisfaction. That's just the Sicilian in me. You understand, Gabish? Anyway, Darlene is here right now. She was getting ready to send all of her information, banking information, etc., and she's about to get scammed. Thank God I answered the phone this morning. Darlene, how are you?
I'm overwhelmed right now.
I can imagine. She just suffered. Her husband died on Thanksgiving. Our condolences are with you. Our prayers are with you. Thank God you at least were able to call me so that we can, stop these assholes. These are people who have zero soul, absolutely zero.
They wanted my bank card. They wanted the front and the back, and he's on Telegram as Mel Carmine, Maine, your name, and it doesn't have your picture, but he acted like he knew me and that we've been communicating for a long time. And so I said, Father, what am I supposed to do? We're not supposed to send anybody any bank information. And he reminded me that I did have your phone number, so that's why I called to make sure that if it was you, and obviously it's not you.
I'm so glad that you called me. I really am. And I'm so glad that I had some time to answer the phone. Sometimes I don't have the time to answer the phone. And you don't know how many people call me. I had a lady call me one day. She said, Mel, is this Mel Carmine? Yes, this is Mel Carmine. You're the guy that stole $400,000 from me. Now, why would I stop some guy from robbing you if I'm a scumbag myself?
Right.
Never. This is the real Mel Carmine. There's, I don't know, untold numbers, and I don't say this in a braggadocious way because there's nothing to brag about here. These guys are scumbags. Total scumbags.
Right, they are.
And they're preying on anybody and everybody, and they're looking for weakness. Okay? Don't do it.
He was going to steal my bank. He wanted my bank name, the bank that I bank at. He was going to steal my bank with money because I'm in such a financial hardship right now with Jeff. He didn't have a will, and so everything is falling on me.
And he's using my name to scam you.
Yeah, yes. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry too, and there's really not much that we could do until technology improves and we can figure out a way. I don't know. I'm lost for words. I'm powerless in this situation, and you're not the only one. So imagine being in my shoes, where people are using my name every single day to rip people off. Remember that. I mean, think about that for a second. I mean, know that in your brain a little bit.
He's also using your healing center in Florida, saying that you need to get Jeff here. We need to do whatever we can to get Jeff here when Jeff was in the hospital.
Well, you see how far they'll go, right? I will tell you the best thing to do is when you get one of these scumbags coming at you, say, if you're Mel Carmine, would you do me a favor and call me? Because I know exactly what Mel Carmine looks like. And as a matter of fact, would you mind throwing your camera on? And I guarantee you, they're going to go away.
I know exactly what you look like. I know exactly how you sound.
There's only one Brooklyn kid that came out like that, and I'm a little defective. I understand.
That's right.
Okay, but I'm defective in a good way, and there's nobody that will mimic me. Nobody. I mean, when you tell them to put on the cameras and call you on an actual FaceTime, that's where the rubber's going to meet the road, and they're going to dash. They're going to go look for an easier, dumber prey. So I'm glad that you were intelligent enough to call me.
You're not even I've got two Melania Trump ones wanting to help me too, and I'm thinking, why would she even have time to do this?
Precisely. If you ask yourself some very common sense questions, you'll come up with some very common sense answers.
I've been in a non for 8 years, and so, I know the research. I know everything to do.
Well, congratulations. You just landed yourself on one of my podcasts, because we're going to put this out all over the internet. And hopefully the people out there, the digital soldiers can do their job, because I've been stifled so long, so hard, that I'm ready to do something really outrageous. I haven't run it by my wife yet, but I got to run it by the boss. I'm like,
right.
I'm like sort of like a half a boss. She's the full boss.
And that's what I would tell him. What about Amanda? Have you ran this by her? You guys have to be on the same page. And I never got an answer from that.
Yeah, you have no idea how many people use my name and they say, hey, you got to register your XRP with the Quantum Wallet. The Quantum Wallet, by the way, is their wallet. See, I could set up a website right now, a very fancy website, with some very fancy words, and then just start to prey on innocent people who don't know any better, who are new at this game, because this game is new even for me, that I've been in it for 10 years. Obviously, the wet behind my ears are starting to dry off a little bit, but I'm still wet behind the ears.
Do you know how many Charlie Wards I've had contact me?
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I don't even know if the real one has, and I don't think so.
The fraud is rampant. And this is...
They gave me...
Go ahead.
They gave me links to the quantum financial system where I could set up my account, but for some reason it would not take my information. So I believe that was God stopping it.
Oh, absolutely. There's no question. Someone's watching you. Someone likes you upstairs.
Oh yes, he does. Yes.
Because once your information takes and they got your digits, they got your XRP. I've never seen a thief give refunds.
Tell me this, Mel.
Mm-hmm.
I bought TRB items, and this is what I've been getting is these agents wanting to help me get a cash out on those
Don't do anything. Trust nobody. You hang out in our Telegram groups. The links are down below. You ask questions to the Patriots under the supervision of everybody. As long as you don't share any, sensitive information, you're safe. Hey, I'm about to do this. What do you guys think about this? And I guarantee you, one of the Patriots is going to pop up his head and say, don't do that, because you're about to get scammed. Because, listen, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a lot of good Mel Carmines. That's why we started the Telegram group, so that the people inside our Telegram group can help you guys, because I can't be in 17 places all at the same time. It's impossible.
No, but we all need to be a tribe. We need to be like-minded. We need to be those.
That's why we set up. You guys should be spreading that link for Telegram and tell people to ask questions in there without sharing any sensitive information or talking to anybody one-on-one on Telegram. Always do it under the supervision of the Patriots without sharing any sensitive information. And the chances of you getting scammed went down to 0. Okay? You guys should be spreading that link out there like chicken pox.
I'm so glad I called you. I am so glad. I really believe that was the spirit.
Well, I'm glad that you called. I'm sorry to hear about your husband. I'm glad that we were able to stop you from getting scammed. Okay? And folks, do me a favor. Do me one favor. If you ever do me one favor, take this little short audio, video, whatever you want to call it, here on Facebook. I'm going to spread it all over Telegram so that we could stop other people from falling. There's no quantum wallet. There's no way. There's nowhere to register your XRP to become valid. Your XRP, once you own it and it's on your hardware wallet, okay, where it should be. Okay, we have links all over the place. You can get yourself a wallet. Okay, yeah, we make $4.22 commission on it. Big whoopee-do. You're still going to pay the same amount whether you go directly to us or you go directly to the source. But if you go directly to the source, a lot of times you're going to a cloned website and you're getting a wallet that has been tampered with. You know how many of those calls I get too? You have no idea. Oh, you told me to put it in the wallet. I did, and then now the money's not there because you didn't buy it from a trusted link. You went out and did it by yourself because you think you got this handled and you're arrogant and you didn't think with the proper head.
Let me ask you this, Mel. The information that I understood was that we were going to have the EBS, right? Mm-hmm. And then we would, at the end of the EBS, we would receive an 800 number to go.
More bullshit stories. These are people who are on YouTube, and I'm going to mention their names, but they use a name of an animal that lives in the jungles of Africa. You know who I'm talking about. Their 29 minutes of fame is about to be over. Nobody has an 800 number. There's not going to be a redemption center. Why do we need a redemption center?
There's no redemption center?
That's all bullshit. Absolute pure nonsense, bullshit, ridiculousness on fucking steroids.
So how do we get Nicera? How do we get Nicera funds? How do we get the Nicera funds?
Who told you about Nicera funds? Explain to me what you know about Nicera funds, please.
That's what back when Clinton was in office. That's what the farmers presented. It's an economic.
Yeah, and I got the original document sitting at QFS1776.com, QFS1776.com. In the video column, number 9 is the original document as written. Okay, you might want to go read the original document and not all this nonsense that lives all over the internet. Why would we need a redemption center when we have people who are trained in money? They have machines that count money at lightning speed. Why would we need a training center to train a bunch of new yahoos on money? And you have to go through door number 1 and door number 2 and door number 3 and all the nonsense that comes with this bullshit story because someone needs their some people, their currency is their scam. They don't have a scam. These are the people that use names of animals that lives in the jungle of Africa. Okay, the bottom line is, why do we need that when we have Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citibank, and Chase that are going to survive this war just fine? And these people are trained. That's where you're going to go get your money. Now, do I believe that the dinars are going to be worth $14 each? No. That's another bullshit story because somebody out there, their currency is not real money. Their currency are eyeballs. And they'll say whatever number it takes to get the eyeballs because they're addicted to the fame and misfortune, as I like to call it. Fame and misfortune. It's misfortunate that we have so many assholes out there preaching this garbage. Okay? The dinars will probably value logically. You have to think logically and clearly. Okay? If when we went to war with Iraq, We allowed that war to happen, first of all, with Kuwait. And the Kuwaiti dinar got knocked into the dirt. And all your senators, governors, and all the elite families went in and bought it on the cheap for pennies and became fabulously wealthy, became billionaires out of that movement. And nobody knew about it. Deplorables didn't know about it. You and I did not know about it because we're in the deplorable column, okay? And they went in and got fabulously wealthy. What did it revalue at? It revalued at $3.30, which is probably where it is at today. That's what I expect will happen realistically, okay, with the Iraqi dinar. Not this $14, $17, and $29 figure, because someone that has a name of an animal that lives in the jungles of Africa needs eyeballs. And he thinks that if he inflates the number, he gets more eyeballs because he's pushing the greed button. You understand, guys? He's pushing your greed button. See, I narrowed it down now. It's a he or a she. It's a he. Oh, my God. What could it be?
So there is so much misinformation out there.
Yeah, there is a lot of disinformation. You're in a war. And, disinformation, unfortunately, in a war is necessary. But if you hang out with the right people that will give it to you straight, like the Brooklyn Kid, I don't have any, I don't make any money giving you all the information I'm giving you right now. Zero. The only thing I'm doing is I stopped you from getting scammed because the good Lord made sure I wasn't busy today so I could receive your telephone call. That's all I did.
Well, I am so thankful. I'm so thankful that I called you and that you were there.
If these people would stop listening to these...
I thought it was an answering machine.
Do you realize I've had people call me in the middle of the night, calling me in the middle of the night at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning? Oh my God, so-and-so told me that if I don't register with his paperwork, my XRP by midnight will be expired. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I've gotten to.
You understand the level of control that these people have over a lot of you out there, and this is what they feed on, is to have control over you.
Well, they're not going to have it over me.
I'm glad you put your foot down. Well, listen, let's hope that this is a learning curve for everybody else out there. Let's hope that the patriots have the common good sense to take this and spread it out there nonstop until your fingers bleed, until you have blisters and your blisters pop and you bleed. Digital soldiers, are you out there? Are you listening? Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mel. Thank you for taking your time and really helping me through this.
Not a problem. My pleasure. Stay on the call. So I'm gonna stop the recording, but let's hope that this recording goes out to the masses, and that we can hopefully stop a lot of these scumbags.